Run. Something we all do. Even when we think we aren't moving, it's a full sprint. And to those who chase the wind, they're standing perfectly still. Now let us for a moment leave behind all scientific and biological explanations of who we are, and let us run with our hearts to the depths of our soul, to ask the questions we always feel, but will never know, because they were never meant to be answered without love. What is movement in time to the heart, and how do we move through it? Do we walk through time here in our human nature, always seeking our own, fighting to survive? Or do we dance to the heartbeat of history, knowing that human nature will never survive or even truly live if we are to live for ourselves? Does science understand us? Can science understand us? Can science understand our hearts? Because even though science can tell us that our hearts beat about 100,000 times a day, sending 2,000 gallons of blood through our body, that all flows through 60,000 miles of veins, and that my heart is no bigger than my fist, science can't tell me who I am. So who am I? The question some of us run from, also the question we inevitably run to. Questions formed by our human experience of a world our hearts can't comprehend, creating memories painted on the canvas of our adolescence, painting a picture of our interpretation of love, fear, grace, evil, and the world itself. All these painted memories create an image of who I am, but nonetheless, who am I? And what is my purpose? Do you run alongside philosopher Soren Kierkegaard's existentialism and hold close the belief that we choose our own destiny and our own purpose? Or do you run with the fathers of philosophy, Plato's essentialism, and hold dear the belief that we are each born with an essence, a purpose, and our destiny is to fulfill it? So is who we are defined by our purpose? Or does our purpose define us? Do we have purpose? Or do we have access to such an abundance of freedom that we are our own and we define us? No matter the answers or the questions, no matter the purpose or identity, I can run beside René Descartes' philosophical epiphany. I think, therefore I am. And I know that since I think, and I am, that in every question and in every answer I know one thing is clear. That I have a choice. And that choice is so simple, so easy, yet so complex, because everything that was just said stems from this choice that we all inevitably face. Life or death. And I know death. We all do. And if not death, then pain, and if not pain, then are we truly living? See, it's a matter of choice, but our choice of life or death is a paradox in itself. Because if we are dying or have experienced a death, or maybe even a part of us dying, then that means we are the ones that chose life, to hold on to those things that are dearest to us, the things we cherish most. If we have felt pain, then maybe we did something right. How can we run again when our legs are broken? It's easy to choose death when you're scared of change, when you fear life, when you fear that we will eventually be crushed again by the deferred hope that life promised to bring us joy. But sometimes it doesn't. And we will be crushed again. And that's why to choose life is only for the brave, the courageous, and the fearless. And I've been in that pit of shame with no way out, looking for life and life abundantly. And I had to make that choice. And I wanted to be brave. I wanted to look death in the face and say, "You don't own me anymore." Because life is worth living. Every moment of it. To choose life is to choose love. And love is more than just movement or time. Love is a riddle philosophers have yet to solve, yet love is solid gold, the only thing of true value in this world. To those who have nothing, even to those who have chosen death, love is what we are all looking for. So what if we chose love? What if we made love the true heartbeat of history? What if to love is true human nature? It doesn't take a genius to figure out that whether you think we were an accident from a bang or that we have been created for a purpose, death has never advanced our race. So maybe we are here to love. The only reason we know what to do about the science of the heart, mind, or body, or even history for that matter, is because someone, somewhere fell in love with learning, with advancing, and they chose life. They chose to run. So if we run, let love be the full sprint. Maybe love is why we choose to run to these questions of who we are and why we are here. And love is what is needed to heal broken legs, to jump back up and choose life. Because to love is to live. I want to take every moment captive in life and say, whether in pain or joy, rain or shine, life or death, whether I find who I am or what my destiny is or isn't, these things can only be found in life. And I choose to live and get out of the pit of shame and choose to live in this life that was a gift. And I choose to love it and cherish it. Life and death, a choice. Life or death, an option. And though it is an option, it is also forced, because to not live is to die. The way I see it, choose death, you'll never know what life could have been, and you'll never know what love is. Choose life, and you may just get to touch heaven on earth before you reach the inevitable end. So let me ask you, are you in?